Sir, before completing, I just want to thank Sukanya ma'am for this.
I really want to thank Sajal sir and Sukanya ma'am.
From 4th attempt, I got associated with you and Sajal sir, and yeah, I mean, I got good input from you.
In 2021 में मैंने सुकन्या मैम से अगेन 1-to-1 सेशंस वगैरह लिए, काफी डिस्कशन वगैरह किया मैंने एथिक्स को लेके.
Hey guys, this is Sukanya Rana and I hope all of you are doing good. Your preparation is going on track, and especially for those people who've just given mains, I hope your paper went fine, and now that all of you are getting back in your mains prep, because 2, 3, 4 months are still there before you shift to your prelims mode for the next year's attempt. We've got some time where we can dedicate our preparation towards mains answer writing as well. So in this video we'll be specifically talking about our ethics program and the perception behind how to prepare about ethics preparation. Now a lot of us think that ethics answer writing, when we think about the topper copies, we usually think that it actually comes naturally to them. So only a few modification the toppers have done and they've reached a very high score, somewhere around 130 plus. But that is not actually true, because in my experience I've seen topper copies who actually start from a very basic level, but with constructive feedback and understanding they have improved upon their structures and answers to a very significant level and were able to score so much better. One such example which actually comes to my mind is our very famed topper Aaditya Pandey, All India rank 48 last year. His copy, I think I came in contact with him during the mains preparation of last year, and actually he had emailed me that ma'am, I'm actually a UAP student, but since I'm appearing in mains this time, can you have a look at my paper and guide me through my ethics preparation? So I opened his copy and he had just got 48 marks in that particular copy. And when I looked at his answers, there were fundamental mistakes, right? And we had a discussion on that copy, and with that feedback and with that constructive criticism, he went on to change complete structure of his answer writing, and from 48 he went on to score 133 marks in ethics. Let's have a look at his copy to understand what kind of mistakes that a normal student and even a topper can make in his answer writing. So here is the copy of Aaditya Pandey, who actually got All India rank 48. Now again, this particular paper he was not able to score very good marks, and if you look at his answers, there were certain fundamental issues in his answers. Like number one thing I think which I identified here was the quantity and quality were not matching. Like look at the answer here on the first question itself. He's just writing one definition and 2 points moving ahead. Okay, and it's a 10 marker. You've got 5 terms to define and he's not even able to fill up 2 whole pages. So in these type of questions, we need definitions, we need dimensions, as well as we need examples, right? So structuring and quantity and quality was something which was critically missing in his answers. Like look at the second question. Can you properly identify where the body is starting? I do not see a proper headings created for your body. Then even for conclusions, like he just abruptly ended his answer on an example. Even in the next question, I don't know where the body is starting, some points are missing. It's a very haphazard way in from structural point of view that he's written answers. Another major issue in his answer writing, if you look at his answers, is lack of examples. We need current affair examples, we need static examples to put across our thinking process or whatever justification we have for that point to the examiner. Without if you don't write examples, your answers become very, very generic. So with respect to the structuring area, like not proper presentation of introduction, the body and the conclusion, the examples were also missing here. Even the content, what the question is asking and how are we orienting our answers with respect to that. You cannot just write generic content with respect to whatever the question is being asked. So that was also a major tool that actually was missing in his answer. Okay? And once we had a discussion on this particular paper, he went on to say, "Ki ma'am, I was not aware about these things." So what is happening here is a student who later on went to become a topper were not aware about these basic things, and once he got once he got the idea of including examples, segregating your sections, writing headings, subheadings, these kind of idea, he actually transformed his answer writing style to a better standard and ultimately was able to score 133 marks. So these small interventions, if are made in your answer writing at the right point of time, they can actually help you to understand your weaknesses and work upon them. That's why it's needed that you prepare your ethics paper in a very strategically manner. Like, one part is covering up the theory, okay, next part is answer writing, understanding your weaknesses, and then comes the third part, where is writing a lot of answers and practicing. Okay, in the practice section you have both the PYQs as well as the mock, right? So all this process is something that has to come in your ethics preparation, and I think this is the best time to wrap up your ethics, because after January I don't think people actually pick up ethics content. More or less they shift towards writing, say, the final mock test during January and February, or maybe the core portions of mains preparation like geography and history. Eventually, because in March you have to shift to the prelims preparation. So if you're somebody who's a complete newcomer to 2024 mains preparation, or if you want to improve upon your ethics score, Civilsdaily is actually starting with its Smash Ethics 2024 program, and this is the October batch. And again, like I said, all the portions which are required in ethics preparation, like number one is understanding the core theory, second it is getting that kind of review on answer writing so that you can prepare, and finally third is where you start practicing. So all of these are part of this particular program. So number one, you start with the lectures which are provided in this particular test series, right, of the Smash Ethics. You've got all recorded lectures on all the content that is there in the syllabus. Okay, so those lecture series are provided to you along with the notes. So if you have read a certain book, what you can do is you can complement these lectures as well as notes on your basic notes itself. You don't have to replace your basic notes, because once you've done a revision, it's always better to pick up the same material and revise it again and again, and just add the things which are missing in the paper, right? So that is where we take care of your basic core content part. Next comes the understanding of answer writing. Now for this, I usually recommend a lot of students that they should actually pick up one test of our mocks ethics test. Like in this particular test series, we are providing you with 8 tests. So the first test they should pick up and write it like a proper paper. Like sit for 3 hours, write the whole paper. Don't look at the model answers before writing the paper. Write the whole paper, submit it properly, and then have a mentor call on it. Now the marks in this paper, or how you're performing, whether you know or you don't know, or you think you're writing very random answers, it does not matter. Because the first paper is not about how you are performing, it's actually understanding where you need to take care or how your answer writing needs to be done in this particular ethics paper. So in the first paper, we actually properly deal out with how to attempt questions, what kind of structures we should look at, what is necessary in the case studies, what is necessary in the initial questions that are there in your section A, how do you structure your code-based questions. So we talk about each and every basic structure that is required, right? Other than that, I also ask the students to take care of certain important documents that they can start preparing now on, so that it becomes easier as a value enrichment that they have to use in their final mains paper next year. So that is the mentor call, which is very, very important, which kind of sets the base of how your answer writing is going to go ahead. And then we've got 7 other practice tests. Now in this 7 other practice tests, I think every aspirant should include the last 10 years of mains answers also. They should practice them by self, and along with them write these 7 extra mock tests. I think not more than that is required for ethics. Now this practicing of the papers will allow you to check whatever we've discussed, have you been able to implement in the answer writing? Because see, in ethics we do not get similar type of questions or concepts. Okay, all we get is maybe the themes are repeating, so we have to understand how do we structure the question and then fit whatever the tone of the question or the theme of the question is into that structure. Maybe we can have few structures for the introduction, maybe we can have structure for a body, and finally a structure for the conclusion, right? So understanding the basic idea behind this and putting your answer under this is something we'll make you understand in the first call, but you'll have to practice it. It just does not come by listening. So the practice is also very important, and that is why we are providing you with 7 tests. So this October batch is actually starting on the 15th. Like 15th we have the first test, and then the tests go on till January. And we'll be having one-on-one sessions. You'll be having sessions with me once you write the paper, and then we'll be discussing what issues are there in your paper. Other than that, we do conduct webinars, we do hold doubt sessions whenever it's possible. So there are webinars that are being held on a constant regular basis, which take care of your doubt and all those things. So make sure you do attend those webinars also. And yes, that is how we are planning to wrap up your ethics paper. And if you're somebody who wants to enroll in this particular program, because I think Civilsdaily has been producing a good result for ethics. I'm just not boasting the achievement here, but yes, we've done the hard work. We've had toppers like Pawan Datta, we've had toppers like Aaditya Pandey, we've had toppers like Maurya Bharadwaj, we've had toppers like Divyang. So if we've had toppers, there is something that we truly do something right. So take the benefit of that. Join our course and learn the art of answer writing in ethics. So see you guys in this particular course. The batch is starting on October 15th. If you want any further details, you can go and click on the link that is provided below, or you can contact us via the phone numbers which are provided by provided in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.